There go.
Bam! Hello. What's happening, everybody? Hell of Years podcast time. It's Wednesday night, 8 o'clock. We live on YouTube. Got my brother Maintain joining me live from Sacramento. What's up, brother? How you feeling tonight, man?
I'm blessed, brother. I ain't complaining.
Yeah, man. You looking good. You look like you feel good, man. You know?
Feel good. It's been a long week too, though, man. So to be feeling in my proper spirit right now is what I need. I'm happy.
Yeah, man. We're going to have a lot of fun. My name is Zach Woodruff. Again, thanks for checking us out, hanging out. I already got a couple of homies tapped in. What's up, Earl? My brother. Hey, Earl, what you doing like next week, man? We trying to have a little dinner, man, a little game night. So let's have the ladies talk. Let's make sure we set that up, all right? And then guys say what's up to the homie Ghost. What's up, Ghost? You already
What's
know,
up,
man. That's what's up right there, man. Yeah.
Earl said he looking forward to this one as an artist he's not familiar with. So
hey, so let's
pull this one out.
All right, let's just we're gonna start right here. Okay. So y'all know we do hip hop on the Hell of Years podcast. We love hip hop. But there's so many artists and there's so much music out there. Sometimes it's hard to know about everybody, right? And you need people to put you up on game. And for the last 25 years, this guy that you see on the screen right now has kind of been my guru when it comes to these are people and artists that you need to spend some time with.
Gotta check it out, man. That's what
Yeah,
hip-hop
man.
is.
That's what it is.
Period.
And I feel like you've never put me on no bullshit. You always are like, hey, spend some time with this dude. And last week, Maintain, tell me what you wanted to do for this week and just what happened with that conversation.
Well, you know, man, I knew this Herbert project was dropping. I knew Ab-Soul was coming back to the world. He's one of my favorite artists. You know what I mean? He's part of TDE. So, you know, he's got a heavy team around him. So to take 6 years off, it was highly anticipated. And this project is dope as fuck.
Yeah. And so here's the thing. Yeah, last week Maintain's like, let's do Ab-Soul next week. And I'm like, cool. Like, I know who dude is. I have not spent time with his music. Not going to lie to you. And he's like, that's all right. That's your homework for the week. And I'm like, okay. So it's been 6 years since he dropped an album. Does he have 5 or 6 albums? This is his 6th album, right? Is that right?
He's right around there, 5 or 6. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so for me, and like Earl was just saying, like, you know, excited to learn about artists you don't know much about. Me too. So where do I start? Let's start with this new album. It's called Herbert, and it just came out, and I've probably listened to it front to back, I don't know, maybe 10 times since it dropped now. I love it. I love the production. I love the writing. I love the flow. I love the concepts. I love the honesty. I love the vulnerability. I love the gangster on it. Like, there is a lot to process through on this album, and it's fantastic hip hop music. Too. It is art. It is pure fantastic, art, man.
Yeah.
But it's called Herbert, and that's his first name. You know, Herbie, Herbert. That's his name, and he's been off or out of the limelight, like Maintain was just saying, for the last 6 years. He said he was going to drop in 2020, but obviously COVID hit, and we'll talk about this a little bit later. But he thought it was would be kind of funny to drop in 2020 when he suffers from this illness, Steven Johnson syndrome, where it's making him go blind, right? And he has sensitivity to light. So you always see him wearing sunglasses. And I think he caught it when he was like 10 years old or something.
He was really young, for sure.
Yeah, so it's made his lips really dark. And then one of the other things that's hit him pretty hard is impacting his eyesight. So he said if he would have dropped in 2020, you know, like 2020 vision, he's like, that would have been kind of funny, but just for whatever reasons, you know, and COVID and just the world stopping, it got pushed back and just came out last week. And I don't know. Let's just start. I mean, Maintain. Very first impression, thinking about the album, where's it sitting with you right now?
This is one of the best of the year for sure. You know, I don't even jump in that conversation a lot about best of anything with this music, but this is that, man. This project is really excellent, man.
Yeah, it just got into it's in my top 3 albums of the year. Right. I mean, I think, you know, obviously the beginning of the year, the Kendrick, Mr. Morale, the Big Steppers hits, and I'm like, nothing is going to touch this. And then we get Nas with KD3. And now I feel like Ab-Soul's Herbert is in that same category of art, and it is a beautiful project from start to finish.
That's a great way to describe it too, because sometimes music hits you different, and beautiful is just a certain thing anybody can
Yeah.
picture, and they have their own association with it. And it's that right from Message in the Bottle. Play some of that, man.
Yeah, before we get to that, I want to show you something
Cool.
beautiful as we celebrate Christmas here this weekend. You know what I'm saying? I got the Christmas Air Max 90s on. Look at the like, even it's got like fuzzy like a
Like snow, man, like fake
yeah,
snow
like
on
I'm
the
like
inside.
just clean, man. That shit is
Right.
beautiful right there.
That's dope. I'm with it.
So, as I'm learning about Ab-Soul this week, spending more time with him, watching some of the videos, I also wanted to watch a lot of the interviews that he has out right now, because I think there's so much content on the internet that if you really want to learn about somebody, you have a lot more that you can digest than like what we used to have, right? You have to just wait for a Source magazine article to come out, or like some concert you get to go to. Yeah,
somewhere.
but there is a ton of content on everybody out there. And so I just started pulling up Ab-Soul interviews. And recently he was on with like Ebro and his team on Hot 97. They had a great discussion. And then he did like an hour-long interview with Charlemagne that was fantastic. And they talk some music, but they talk about a whole lot of deep stuff.
Right, they get into it.
They get into it. And what a deep dude! What an interesting man! And he talks a little bit about the intro on this album with his grandma, because I forget what he said. His grandma, a toastmaster, a toastmaker, something that was like she's like very into like English and speaking correctly, and had been teaching that for generations and whatnot. And he starts the album with like a something from his grandma. So let me pull up the album real quick.
Like a voicemail or something she called.
Yeah, so she did call and do like say that, but then he had her re-record it. Like he had her like actually like, nah, I need you to say it. So she's like, "Hey Herb." So
Herb,
there you go.
It's grandma. I found the scripture and I thought about you. It says, "For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?" Mark 8:36. Oh. Herb, I'm praying for you. Grandma, I love you.
And so Charlemagne was like, does that sit right with you? Is like that how you feel? And he's like, no, not really. He's like, that's not even so much what that's about. What's important about this was that my grandma says she's praying for me, and that I'm lucky to have my grandma in my life, and that she's praying for me, and that's a blessing to still have my grandma, and she raised him. And I thought that was very interesting and a dope way to start the album with, and he's like, I'm not like on my like religious shit or nothing, I'm not like I'm not getting all preachy on this. I'm not trying to quote scriptures or nothing. I'm just saying like that's some game from my grandma telling me that she's praying for me too. And I think that's a great way to start the album. So bring it back a little bit.
It's grandma.
Look at that.
I found the scripture and I thought about you. It says, "For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?" Mark 8:36. Herb, I'm praying for you. Grandma, I love you. I wrote this message especially.
And I love this right here.
First they love me, then they hate me,
then they love me again.
I'm scratching my head, I'm rubbing my chin. This ain't the way it was supposed to be. Supposedly I'm close to an end. Don't push me, I'm close to the edge. I'm no rookie.
I love how he say that I'm scratching my or what he say? I'm scratching my head, I'm rubbing my chin. Like just like even just something like I'm thinking, right? Like I'm like I'm scratching my head. I'm rubbing my chin. Yeah, and like really great songwriters can do that with just a line or two and hit you with something. Like I know exactly what you're describing and what you're feeling, and
it comes in just a bar. It's not gonna be 4 or 5 bars to do it. It's that one.
Yeah, absolutely. So it starts with a song, "Message in a Bottle," and then it doesn't ever slow down. It's full of emotion. It's full of it's just beautiful art.
And pure bars too. You know what I mean? He's able to sit in a special place not a lot of people can. He can bend words. He's able to get the party going. He can express whatever emotion he wants to get off his chest, but he never loses the soul. I love how he flips his name, and it's something he's been doing since day one. He stretched that app, so that shit is tight.
Yeah, now let me ask you this, because I don't know much about his history. I was learning a little bit. He's from Carson, California, right? What do you know of just like his background, or like how did he end up with Top Dog, or do you know any of that?
I'm not sure exactly how he got to Top Dog. I know that music is something deep in him somewhere in his family. They owned a record store or a t-shirt shop. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He's one of those fellas that's he grew up in the hood, but he chose to take that music as far as he could versus, you know.
I mean, clearly he's been doing it a long time, because on the album he says it started when he was memorizing and learning crisscross songs.
Exactly.
And rapping
I love that
crisscross songs, right? I was like, damn. Yeah. All right, you've been at this for a while. If you're doing it,
my first demos was on cassette, man. That's hella your shit,
right? The second song is a song called "No Report Card." Fantastic record. It feels like right away you start to catch the vibe, and you're like, okay, I get what I'm gonna get with this album, right?
Right.
We're not gonna play the whole song, but don't go so hard, Ab-Soul. You know, it's great.
Don't go so hard, don't go so hard.
Yeah, I'm loving this. The next song though feels this. When I first heard this beat come on, it's called Hollandaise. I was like, man, this feels like a Top Dog song. I could hear Kendrick on this. I could hear Schoolboy on this.
That's that black hippie energy.
That's that black hippie energy for sure.
Get up off my dick. Let me talk my shit. Let me show them how I feel for real. These niggas ain't ill. They ain't got no skill. They ain't got no will for real.
For real.
I was 10 and 2 on Central Road trying to make my dream come true.
Sick, dude. Fourth song, he's got first feature on the album Rappin', which is Joey Badass. And I know a little bit about dude. He was in a show we watched called Mr. Robot a couple of years ago, and he was like in that show. And then I knew like he's made a little bit of noise. Yeah, like good actor and great MC, making some noise over the last few years. But this has a great feel, great hook. Badass does his thing on here, you know.
It's a great record. Badass kind of blends in there where like you forget that it's badass. It just keeps going crazy with the same energy that Soul had.
Yeah, I like what he did on this one. Now the next record was one I watched the video to this, and there was a baseball.
It's a baseball thing.
A little minor league stadium or something, but like, dude, they were going off in the stands on this one, right?
Bro. And the dark vibe was dope on it. You feel me?
Yeah, they're using the smoke,
purple and shit.
Yes, they got the Top Dog jerseys on and everything. So I would encourage everybody to YouTube that one, FOMF. Right?
I would have loved to hear Schoolboy on this one, bro.
Oh yeah, fuck out my face.
Remix, you know
fuck out my face.
Yeah.
Fuck out my face. Great record. But yeah, great visuals. I was feeling that quite a bit. Now we're about to get to a couple of my favorite records. After Fuck Out My Face, this one hits with Good Man, dude. And I feel like this is real soulful. I feel this one where he said they want the old soul, like the old Kanye. Is that this record? I think he said it on this one.
Bro. I have a video with this sample that I did a Good Man record, bro.
Is that right? I
tripped to this song. It's called Good Man. I just heard the sample and I'm just listening to it with the album. Yeah, bro. That's
This shit when it coming right here.
Will Amazing did that Good Man for me, as a matter of fact.
Shout out Will Amazing, man. Yeah, so I think, you're 5-6 songs into the album and you catch the vibe. You know what you're going to get for this full project, right? This is some hip-hop shit.
Yeah, Punch is on here going crazy, bro. He's important to TD, man.
Absolutely. Yeah. Then it slides into what I think is the best song on the album. We're going to talk about this song a little more in depth in just a little bit. But a song called Do Better. Just a couple of verses on here. The production is fantastic. The hook. But the message on this.
Where he does it live in this like crazy little room, bro. Really like this record. I think he does Rap Genius too.
It's incredible, dude. There's a song called Gangin' Them on the next one. We were playing this before we started the show just to get like the energy getting ready for this, man. This is fantastic hip hop music right here. And like Domino said, we just did the sample for the podcast too, right? You know?
Yeah.
What's up, Domino? Yeah, he's got a couple of records after that one. How you say it? Janae?
Aiko.
Yeah. She on this one. And you were telling me they've got several records together, right?
Yeah, she's got one with him on her first project called Way Too High. One of my favorite records for sure.
Yeah.
Janae did a lot of work with TDE as she came up, man. That was one label that believed in her before she blew up at all.
Yeah.
So
like Wifey was just saying, back on
What's
that do
good?
better. It's a must. It's a must for each of us. Every day we got to do better. You know, and when you find music and inspiration, you got to just run with it, man. So this song called Wild Side, and I was telling you, I really like this one right here, The Art of Seduction, bro.
With Ambry?
Oh,
Man.
man.
That's how you say her name? She goes crazy. I'm going to go figure out more about her.
She sounds great, and he's got some bars on this one. And I was telling Maintain, like, usually, like, on hip-hop albums, I'm not really into all the lovey-dovey songs, or, I mean, even, like, some of the sexual content. Like, sometimes it has a place, but, like, sometimes it don't really fit for me in a lot of hip-hop music. But when you do it like this,
right,
this is how
like
you do it.
Album, you feel me?
Yeah, dude, it's called The Art of Seduction, and Ab is spitting bars on this one.
Exactly. He's not PG-13 either, but
no.
Our shit is grown
What
up.
he say? She said, I got a beautiful dick. I
Right.
make her uterus do unusual shit.
Right.
Fantastic,
like
man.
Goldie and his hair and shit.
Yeah,
Abbas
dude.
is great, man. He's a wordsmith in every song.
Absolutely.
There's jewels in it, man.
There's a great record here called Bucket, and it just made me think of like when I was younger. And like, I mean, I'm not riding in the Benz or nothing, but I'm not riding in the Bucket no more as a grown up. But I remember riding in the Bucket and like the feeling of riding in the Bucket, right?
But when you got some good music, you forget you in the bucket.
It don't matter. It don't matter. You in a bucket, a scraper, a lemon, or whatever, man. You slapping something that you feeling, you top of the world, man. So there was that cool record called Bucket. There's a record called Go Off here that features Russ and Big Sean, and I really like what they did on this record as well. Just going off, spitting some bars. Good energy, good feel. The hook is real simple. Just like go off, go off.
I like Big Sean's subject matter on his verse too.
Absolutely.
He stood up and spoke about some real shit. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not like the biggest Big Sean fan. I'm not like eagerly anticipating his projects or like, oh, there's new Sean out. But he certainly delivers on this record, and I'm not,
There's a different.
Yeah, there's a different flavor for everybody. So that's what
and
it is.
You know what? I'm biased on Big Sean since he put 40 on. I don't fuck with you. So from that moment forward, definitely fucking with you.
Sometimes it makes me mad though, because I'll like search like on like Apple Music or Spotify or something on 40, and like that's the #1 song for E40. I'm like, no. I mean, I'm happy that it shows up, but you know what I mean. There's a few more songs on there. I really like this Church on the Move record. I felt like I just like how this. I felt like Kanye would flip something like this.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
I
we got here.
He gives you all parts of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like listen how this shit sounds, dude.
I do my dance. Don't throw no stones. Don't hide my hands. I play my part.
You gotta go back and talk about
I
fellas.
play it well. I trim the fat.
Oh, I just skipped it. My bad.
I fought that fight. I fought like hell.
We'll go back a couple records. There's just like there's so much on here to
bro.
Enjoy,
you can't
man.
miss. There's no reason to skip, man. You can throw this on and really enjoy the whole project.
Yeah.
Even if you're in and out the car and shit on the whole day, you feel me? And just keep that same vibe.
Yeah.
Man.
Come on, man.
They want to take me out like a date. I can see the goal, it's just a mountain in the way. Your mouth moving, I
want to see this live, bro. This will have the crowd going crazy.
I want to see Ab-Soul live now. Like I need to see him at a show. So whether we travel for that, or he comes to the Northwest, man, or he's in Sacramento, man, we gotta check him out, bro. I'd love to see him out here at like the Roseland Theater. That would be dope.
Yeah.
I saw Kendrick years ago at the Roseland off the Good Kid, Mad City, and this shit was I mean,
that's
I
another
don't.
thing that's dope with TDE, man. Them men been paying dues. You
Yeah.
feel me? And when they got that torch, there was no looking back. They stay creative. You feel me? They bring refreshing things to music anytime any of them drops. You feel me?
Yeah,
And not just the
absolutely.
4 pillars of the label, all the artists. You feel me? SZA
Yeah.
goes crazy. You feel me? Isaiah Rashad,
Yeah.
TDE did something dope.
I think SZA just dropped, right? I seen
Yeah,
like
she did a week
she's
before
number 1
him.
out right now. Like
Right.
she's hitting right now.
So come on. You think he won't be on some tour she on?
Oh,
Ab gonna
man.
be good. He think he's gonna go tear shit up. That's what this album felt like.
Now, help me if I don't know if I'm right on this. I feel like I've recently seen a picture of Ab-Soul and Jay-Z together.
Yeah,
like
we all thought Jay was gonna be on this album.
Yeah, is that what
Somebody
that
asked
was?
me, I was like, nah, he ain't gonna get. I'm not gonna take a picture with Jay and give you the song instantly. You gonna wait.
Right. He does. He references Jay-Z twice on the album too.
Yeah, like you can tell.
He said
like
something
maybe
about
those
Jay-Z,
songs were
said
done at
something
the end of
about
the album.
peasants, and then he references listening to Jay-Z too. 2 times on the album I
Right.
noticed he had said something about Jigga. And I was like,
But there
okay.
was one like their conversation they had with each other, and then one is like being a
As
fan
inspiration.
of the
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. See? That's what I enjoy too about like listening to albums. Like I listen. I know you listen. Like I'm like, what are you talking about? Where are you taking this? What's the story? What's the background? What's the thought process? Where you at right now? Like, oh man, Ab-Soul delivers an incredible project with this Herbert, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
You feel me? And like I said, I feel like we're about to get a run at an Ab-Soul. I think he's in the best place he's felt as an individual in his career right now.
Yeah, for sure, man.
You know what I mean?
It's fantastic, dude.
Ab, one of them artists, he can go in the studio, give you an album once a week if you want.
I'm gonna have a little slurricane tonight because it feels
I
like
some of that for my birthday, man.
It's red and green. Yeah, we'll pop a new one. Christmas time. Although, like, I tried to put a green undershirt on and then a red hat. Getting ready for Christmas.
There you go, man. Mm-hmm. Enjoy your holidays, everyone.
Y'all should know about that slurricane by now. It's been out for a long time. A shout out to the ambassador of the Bay. Go spend time with Ab-Soul's album, Herbert. And I'm excited now over the next couple of weeks. I'm going to dig into his discography. But like I needed that place to start. And sometimes that's so hard when there's so much music out there and it's all competing for your time and your ear, right? Like I don't have time. Like the other day, Maintain, you shot us like a screenshot of like the 6 albums you added, and you were like
all the ones that dropped the same day.
Yeah, and you're like, all this good music. And I was like, that's like a month's worth of time to spend listening to.
But it was crazy to get that much good music all on one day.
What other projects did you
Let me find that picture so I can quote it right. I know one was Young Dolph, rest in peace, Dolph.
Absolutely.
One was G Perico. Let me see if I can grab the other one. Give me 1 second.
The Boogie had one too, right? Didn't it?
You know, let me just go to my Apple Music while we playing.
Mm-hmm.
So, the Bodie James.
Okay.
And Guns, that was dope. Corrupt and C-Mob, that was fucking awesome. So, yeah.
There's some good stuff. You said
There's
Corrupt got a project with somebody else?
Yeah, Corrupt got an album with this artist named C-Mob. He's from the Midwest.
Okay.
But like, really go check that on some hip hop shit, bro. He pulled a lot of people out. There's like a new Spice One verse on there.
What?
I'll just leave it right there. Just for
it's been a long time since I heard anything from Spice, man.
Brand new Spice, gas.
Oh man,
it's a really good album. There's a Tech 9 interlude where Tech 9 shows C-Mob love. Like,
yeah, I want Rick Rock and Spice One to do some more work together, man. I always thought they sound real good when they do. Spice One is dope. I'm just saying, we gotta do a Spice One episode for people that don't know about Spice One, man.
Hey, Rick Rock and Tech go crazy together too.
Oh man, Rick Rock and Blank, whoever go, if they're dope and they fuck with the Rock, I want to hear Ab-Soul on a Rick Rock beat, because Rick got some hip hop shit too. Oh man, I know what beat I would want to hear Ab-Soul on. Rick made about 5 years ago. I saved it. I was like, I want to hear Kendrick on this. This feels like a Tupac song. Feels like an Ab-Soul song to me now.
Hey, you played that last time I was up there. I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know
it has that feel to it. I could feel Ab-Soul just fucking ripping this. You ripped a record this week, Now and Later. Let's play it.
Let's go.
I be up writing rhymes while the world still sleep, while ancestors talking to me, while I hear voices in my sleep. Is you depressed or red depressed? Get that shit up off your chest. Talk about it, think about it, overcome the stress. Use your tools and keep surviving. Keep on striving, keep on thriving, keep on grinding. And while you lying, you a lion or a sheep. Is you woke or is you sleep? Conversations with myself, conversations on the wealth for my next generation. That's my only motivation, that's my mode of operation. My master plan, my destination mapped out for hella years. Maintain, he's still here. Let's get one thing clear. Ain't no man I fear. Bar for bar with any peer. Yet high like a Lear jet. What you saying? I've been a vet. No time for waiting. Yet no such thing as perfect timing. Rubies and white diamonds around a poker chip. Fortunate to still spit. Get better with God's gift. Yeah. Better wake up, get your cake up. Yes, I'm talking about the paper. Move like a chess player. Need it now, need it later. Bow down to something greater. You a hater. Watch the suckers catch it later. Better wake up, get your cake up. Yes, I'm talking about the paper. Move like a chess player. Need it now, need it later. Bow down to something greater. You a hater. Watch the suckers catch it later. Watch the suckers catch it later.
Yep. That's what it is right there, now and later, man. Woo! Maintain. Hey. That was fun.
Man, that shit be tripping me out. I be sitting back listening to it like, y'all, man, like, what the fuck is this sometimes? It tripped me out. Like, for real.
Man, I love it. Hey, tell me a little bit about what to go with. I saw that Focus 16 jump in at the end. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Oh, man. Focus 16 is like a production film, editing, directing, you know, just another little something I've been building for a while.
Yeah.
Shout out Ghost, you feel me? He's definitely a part of it. I got other partner named Kyle. He used to get down with me and help me inspire to keep that company going, man. So I
think it's time to give you a little props, because I haven't really highlighted that either, but man, you do all the edits for all these videos and stuff too, man. You over there on the computer chopping them up and stuff, man. Well done, dude.
I learned to edit out of necessity. You know what I mean? Sometimes when you moving in this music, sometimes you don't have all the funds to dump into it. Yeah. You got to figure out how to keep it pushing and keep it going. So
I mean, that's what we do for hella years. That's what we just doing our thing. We buy some equipment, we tap into the internet, and we see what happens, man. Play. We love hip hop. We love music.
I've been editing all the videos you guys been seeing that I've been dropping here on hella years.
Yeah, man, I love it. Oh, the homie Earl was just saying, as far as the time constraints, right? He said every minute, 500 hours of video is uploaded to YouTube. That's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of hours every day. And so, and it's the same with music that is just getting uploaded all the time. You know, you just talked about all those great artists that you were just mentioning that just dropped new projects, and they're all competing for your ear, you know, to just have an audience. And it's hard to spread it out evenly. There's only so many minutes in a day, right?
That's why hip hop is a culture, and we have to share it. You know what I mean? It's as simple as
that's what I was going to get to. That's what part of our mission is. And that's one thing that we like to do here. And it's not just on the podcast that we do this. We do this every day, wherever we're at. If it's at work, if it's out with some homies, if it's out in the traffic, like if we meet somebody, we're probably going to end up talking to them about music, like the homie, like Tyrone out there at the
concert,
at the Marley concert. We just start connecting on music, and now we got a new homie, and that's really what we're working on and what we're doing. You know, I mean, it's good. Let me ask you this, man. What do you got? What do you got planned for the weekend for Christmas, man? It's right around the corner, man. You got anything going on?
I'm gonna get together with my family, man. Go pull up on mom's house and hang out. You know what I mean? My daughters will pull up and just enjoy it. I'm gonna take it easy, man. Real family day. Go sit at mom's house all day like a kid.
That's good. Do you guys got any holiday traditions or anything that like you do every year or anything?
been trying. Gumbo is a good one. Mom doing gumbo this year, so.
Oh man, I want to have some gumbo.
Yeah,
I need to get out there for gumbo sometime. I
man,
ain't had
come
any
on,
gumbo in a
bro. I'll
long
freeze
time,
you a
man.
bowl.
Yeah, do
Just gotta
that.
come get it fast. It's gumbo
Yeah.
go crazy.
You know who used to cook hella good when we was banging Federation, man? Dooney could cook the shit out of anything, man, with all that
That makes
down
sense.
south.
He from the south,
Man,
yeah.
oh man, he makes some gumbo, or he just turn anything into just a feast all the time. Shout out Dylan Cool, man. That's what's up right there.
Cool.
Hey, so we're talking about Absol. The album is
Right.
Herbert. It's in stores. It's streaming. It's available right now. We were waiting 6 years on this project. I know that he has connection and history with Mac Miller, right? I don't know much about that, but I know they were close homies. They've done work together,
He
and
considered him like
obviously,
his best friend.
right?
I don't know. It's crazy how when people do music and how music bring you together and you be friends, but the world don't always necessarily know it that way. You feel me? It's not
Yeah.
like they were capitalizing and branding their friendship. So it's wild to see that happen like that, man. Rest in peace, Mac Miller. Dope
Yeah,
artist.
for sure, man. And I think there's several moments on the album where you could tell he's diving into his feelings, and he's real open and honest. In some of those interviews I watched with him, it's rare to see such honesty and vulnerability in hip hop. You know, I think so many times people got to be so tough and put on this this.
It's a shield, man. Put on the shield.
This energy of like, I can't be touched, or I don't.
Right.
I'm
And that's
I'm not
humankind,
soft.
period. It ain't even just hip hop, for surely. That's just the energy of the world sometimes.
Yeah, but it's so beautiful to get that honesty and like to share those deep and raw emotions, because we all feel it. We all go through loss and we all go through struggle, and you can certainly feel that in this Herbert project, the pain and the emotion and the impact that all of this loss and all of this
He's
challenge.
dealt with a lot, you know.
Yeah, in
like
fact,
so many of us all, you know what I mean. But the way
there's
he's able
there's a pretty deep topic that he jumps into about trying to commit suicide. And he talks a little on the album on it, and then some of these interviews I watched, and he was real heavy into drugs. So he's like, it was the drugs really that had me making those kind of moves. But it's open and honest about it. And, we see it all the time in healthcare and in the hospital. And maybe you or your friends or your family members have struggled with those thoughts, or maybe have made an attempt, or, sadly maybe have. But I love when we can have conversations about that. And I think I want to salute Absol for doing that in these interviews I've been seeing and on this project. It's not easy to talk about. And sometimes rather than talk about, people just bottle that shit up and they don't deal with it. And
it's dope
I think
when people let you know you're not alone in what you're going through.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially somebody we assume, or the world can assume, or people assume, when somebody is successful in everything and whatever they may do, that they're not stressed out, or they're not, you feel me, like they became immune to the shit that we all deal with.
Right. And you got to think, just because you're a celebrity, or just because you have a certain name or a certain amount of fame, it doesn't change how you feel about life and emotion and what you experience, and pain and suffering and illness and sadness. And there's just so much.
That's what makes us human. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
People don't stop becoming humans because you're paying attention to what they do.
Yep. Well done. Absol. Salute, man. Fantastic project. I want to talk a little bit of wellness tonight, about 2023 and doing better. So to kind of get the inspiration going, I do want to go back to that record. It's my favorite record on the album. It's
like his delivery on this. He made sure you didn't miss anything that he had to say.
Yeah, I guess the internet is trying to refresh right now, so we'll wait
better.
on that. The internet goal for 2023 is to do better.
For sure.
Cause like I'm wired in on the laptop, but the Wi-Fi out here, man, just be tripping. Also, man, have you heard it's about to get real crazy with the weather out here? Like cold. Like the high is like 20 tomorrow. And like it's supposed to snow and ice and all kinds of madness. So we'll see how that goes.
Sacramento been cold as fuck too, bro. I won't say we 20 yet, but yeah, it's been cold. We done seen some 30s in the morning. I walk around this afternoon at work like, I think I need some thermals or something. It's
bro, usually we don't like say Sacramento and cold as fuck in the same sentence. Like that's not usually typically how it feels.
Get hot as fuck, so you be forgetting the cold. It be always cold here every year.
All right, well, it's been a minute. It's been 20 years since I lived out there, so I just remember. I remember being hot as fuck in Sacramento. That's what I remember. Fuck out my face. It was hot as fuck in Sacramento. That's what I remember. Hot as fuck. Now, I think the internet's back on. There we go. The song is Do Better. The project is Herbert. The artist is Ab Soul. Top Dog Entertainment, TDE. This is how I'm feeling about 2023. This is how I'm feeling about where I'm at in my life right now. I gotta do better in every way.
Gotta do better. I gotta do better. I gotta do better.
We got vibe to this one time.
Gotta do better. I gotta do better. I gotta.
Hey Ghost, you ready to do better? Domino, you ready to do better?
Gotta do better. I gotta do better. I gotta.
Maintain, you ready to do better?
Let's do it.
Gotta do better.
Just elevating your mind.
Said I gotta do better. I gotta do better. I gotta.
Pick up the pieces and master the puzzle upon us.
Yeah.
Look the man in the mirror in the eye and
be honest.
Slow down time. Get back in line
with my chakras.
Reach for the galaxy. Leave stardust for thus after me. Enter the void, fill in the cavity. Risk the reward if that's how it has to be.
I gotta do better. I gotta do better. I gotta
do everything in my power to try to do what gotta do. Ride the tide, don't fight with the current that guided you. Melt the ice round the furnace burning inside of you. I gotta do better.
Sir.
I gotta do better. I gotta do better. There's nothing they can do that
I can do better.
Better yet, there's nothing I can do
that I can't do better. I'm better.
I said I'm better.
Gotta do better.
Yeah, I've been sharing this song with people at work. My 309 brothers, my mentor Shannon Carefoot. I sent this to her yesterday. I said, man, this is how I'm feeling right now about 2023, man. Right, Ghost?
Very motivational.
Yes, sir.
Without trying to be. Just honestly, you know?
Shade stuck to my face, hoodie glued to my head. Hiding from the same world that made me who I am.
There's certain records every now and again that hit me in a way that I'm like, I just feel that shit deep.
Right.
The last one that did this for me was on Victory Lap.
Mm-hmm.
And it was with Kendrick. It was Dedication.
Right.
And every now and again something hits and I'm like, oh shit, you're talking to me. Like on some godly shit.
Right. Different level.
Different
energy.
I'm getting it off of words. Word. Come on, Herb. You
gotta do better. I gotta do better. I gotta.
Come on, Herb.
I gotta do better. I gotta do better. I gotta do better. I gotta do better. I gotta. Gotta do better. I gotta do better. I gotta do better. Gotta do better today. Gotta do better
before it's too late. It's fantastic, man.
Good music, healthy soul. It's the Hella Years Podcast.
All right, so wellness-wise, I got to do better. In 2023, that's our word for 2023 for Hella Years Podcast. It's just better, right? We got it started. We got some ideas. We're getting creative. We're connected again. We're building a team. But it's time to do better. And rest in peace to my big homie, Buys One. He used to say this, like, getting ready for the next year. He'd be like, whatever the next year is, he'd be like, it's not the year to practice no more, man. And I kind of feel like it's the same thing. It's like better. It's time to grab whatever it is that we want to do and fucking rock and do it. So
execute, man.
It's time to execute. It's time to do better. Maintain. Let's get back on our health hustle. How are we going to do better moving into the new year? What are we committing to? What struggles have you faced? What have you realized for this first like chapter in Hella Years is just far as like wellness? What do we got to do better?
Man. You know what? It's something that I wanted to execute for probably like, just say 15 years, man. That's just the honest part. My children is like 20. You feel me? Say all their life I was just on dad mode, work mode, yada, yada, yada. It's excuses. So that's what I learned this year. When you push play and you go, you just got to keep going. So that's where I'm at. Like we went hard the first 6 months, you know what I mean? Outdoors with it. We had the good weather. This cold weather hit. Things changed at work and you just let excuses happen.
Yeah, so we got to do better. Do better. And I know the weather does impact stuff, right? As far as like walking, we find ways to make excuses, right? I'm walking every day out there. I'm walking on my treadmill now, and so I'm gonna start posting a little bit more from the treadmill. Like I'm putting some miles on my treadmill. But like I know you got the bike, and even Domino was just saying, he was like, I gotta do better too, man. I got a bike and I ain't got on it yet. Like
wow, it'd be like that though,
bro. I bought like 5 books this year.
Mm-hmm. You ain't read none of them. Is that what you meant?
I ain't even fucking opened them yet.
Right. You know what?
Like, I'm gonna get these books. I'm gonna read these books. What's that?
Like what I learned this year with this wellness is when you create a habit, you stick with the habit.
Yeah.
You fall off. You feel me? You just got to go reinitiate the habit.
And I think even still, like we've gotten a little bit away from that on the podcast at times, where we, you know, obviously hip hop is our thing and music is our thing and the art is what we're passionate about.
Right.
And we got to do better as far as talking about the wellness piece of what this Hella Years process and project and team and all, like what it is about. Like we want to do better as far as all of it, not just pursuing our passions and talking about the music that we love, but encouraging each other.
Miss the topic though. It always slides in there.
It slides in. It does. It does. But I do think we can be more intentional about it. And I want to do better in that aspect of stuff because I feel like they're important conversations to get started. And even if some people tune out for that part or they're like, that's not as interesting to me, it is valuable for me just to share that with you guys, so then I could be accountable to each other and to our Hella Years family. Like if I'm saying I got to do better, sometimes you need to put that out into the universe and out there to your people so that you hold yourself accountable. If you don't say like you're gonna do nothing, you let shit slide. I don't want to let shit slide. We got 100%. Too much shit.
We've been talking about it for, the end of the year, the last 3 weeks, like that's the play. So we did all the talking, you feel me? Now it's just time to kick it in, man.
Yeah.
Take this break next week. We've been talking about that for the holidays, little quick reset, and we back at the top of the year.
Yeah, man. It's going to be a good year. Like my homie Liz was just saying, she's excited for us, man. We are going to kill it. It's going to be a great year, man. Liz. You know? Yeah, we get down and work all the time, man. Work is like, man, it's been crazy the last month because people have been so sick. And between the flu, the COVID, the RSV, just the cold, the bugs that are out there, the weather change, people being inside, gathering for the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all these Christmas plays at school.
Relax.
Yeah.
Put the mask off. So all the regular germs is gone.
Are there like cookies and treats around your work all the time right now? Because, bro, every day there's shit. Like all kinds of goodies.
This week they've been doing some things. We got a snack table. Let me be 100 with you, bro. So there's always something around there.
You got a snack table? What's your snack table like?
Bro, it's not healthy enough. We'll start there. What's good shit though? You got some chips and cookies and you feel me? Beverages.
Yeah.
Try to be disciplined with it. Keep a few little breakfast bars and granola bars in there too. You know what I mean? Everything is moderation, man.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, it's tough though when it's always around though now, man. It's just the treats everywhere for the holidays. Like we did a cookie exchange, man. I made some good cookies. I'm lying. I didn't make them. Delilah and Heather made them. But then we went and traded them and then like other people give you some other cookies. Yeah, she made these ginger snaps that were hitting. And then Heather made her jam cookies. And then we made some, they're kind of like brownies, but they were like blondies or some shit. They taste just real buttery. Real good, man.
But I'm not playing though. Like she can start that business if she wants to when she turns 18, or even now, and just be selling baked goods.
Yeah. So again, I mean, we got to do better. We got to strive for that every day. And I think having some art or having a poem or a song or something to remind you that sometimes people will get a tattoo, or sometimes people will, come up with what is it? When you say an affirmation, maybe that'll be my affirmation for the year. Just I'm gonna play that song and sing. I got to do better every day, and push myself to be my best.
Feel you each time you come on.
And we were talking about this last week about wanting to take it to 10 out of 10, right? And Muggsy gamed us up on that. Shout out to Muggs and the Mossy, 3030 Records, Sick With It Records, Cavio, everybody. But Muggs was talking about how with his clients in the 5 different areas that he teaches at his gym, Fitness Explosion, about like you got to go to 10 out of 10 in all these areas. You can't be 7 out of 10. You can't just give a little bit effort. You can't half-ass it and feel like you're going to get what you want out of it. Right. And I think I've learned a lot this year, and it's been an exciting year. When we come back for the next episode of the Hell Years podcast, it'll be 2023. Right. And we'll have our first year in the books. Although, I mean, not a full year. We started the first week of April, but still, like, I'm just
calendar though.
Yeah, I'm grateful for what we've learned and what we've experienced and what we've accomplished this year. And I'm excited to do better and to map out some new goals. We have some music that we want to work on, some projects we're going to get going, some visuals that we're doing. We were just talking about some cool people we want to meet up with and go shoot some footage with. And I'm excited. I want to thank you, Maintain. I want to thank you for your brotherhood, your friendship, always backing me, and for being a part of what we've already accomplished. But we have so much to do, and I'm grateful for you to be a part of this, man. So,
man, it's right back at you, man. I'm always grateful for you reciprocating the energy I put out. Not too many people can do that in life. You know what I mean? So, you're my bro forever.
You already know, man.
Let's turn it up. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess while we're just sharing our thanks right now, kind of the end of the year thanks. Shout out. I really want to shout out Domino too, man. And we got to get his face on some of these podcasts. Sure. I know we've had him rapping on a couple episodes back, and just all the production on the hooks.
Same with Jose. Same with Ghost. You feel me? Yeah. Everybody that's played, like, being that extra hand behind the scenes to help us keep this pushing consistently week after week.
Yeah, I'm so grateful to all y'all. I'm so grateful for Lay.
Hey, the family too. I don't mean to cut you off, but
yeah,
the family, like our real friends and family, been showing us a lot of love. There's people in here that've been at every episode. Like, you feel me?
Yeah,
I appreciate that for real.
Oh yeah, I mean, and well, I was just gonna say, I know Filet couldn't be with us tonight because Mahala is back from Florida, so she's out here for the holidays. So shout out to the Harrisons. We love y'all. Shout out to Tone Tech and the family. Everybody, shout out to Don Juan, shout out to Freeze. Just so many people. My work family, obviously my family, my wife, my son, my daughter, who've been supporting this the entire year. When Dad goes out to do his podcast, or he's working on his graphics, or he's over there doing something about hip hop, or listening to some albums, they put up with and sacrificed a lot. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. But I just wanted to take a minute before we wrapped up for the year to just share that gratitude. And we talked about this recently on the King's Disease episode, where it's important to share your gratitude. And I would encourage everybody, as you meet up with your families for the holidays, as you plan your New Year's resolutions, as you think about all the blessings that you've had and reflect on this year, tell the people that mean something to you that they do, and share your love and share your honesty and share your gratitude. Because
it's like the first one without no weird restrictions. You feel me?
Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you guys like this: there's hella sick people, so like there's gonna be some events, some families are everybody's gonna get COVID. So just heads up, everybody's leaving with the flu. I'm telling, bro, like a few weeks back was the busiest week I've ever seen it at our hospital, and I've been there 11 and a half years. This is busier than the busiest COVID. Like the emergency department, people.
Something had me sick a few weeks ago.
That's what I'm saying.
King's game, and I felt that shit. It wasn't a game.
And look, bro, this is the kind of sickness that is hitting people for like weeks. Like you're sick for like 2 of them or the whole month. you know? So you just got to do what you can. Try to get, and we're going to get on some good health tips right here. Get some good sleep. Make sure you're eating good. You know, I know it's tough with all the goodies, but drink water, eat good, sleep good. Try to reduce your stress levels. Wash your hands. Don't get all crazy germophobia, though. Like, you got to still, like, you need some funk in your life. You ain't got to sanitize fucking
mom
everything.
Saying that. That's funny. She the neatest person I know, but she will say that.
What's she say? That you need a little bit of funk? You need a little bit of fish
grease?
Wipe
it all off. You feel me? Some of them things is positive.
Yeah, you need a little bit of that, man. Right. I don't know.
Wash your ass and teeth, though.
That's your game for the week, man. Wash your ass and your teeth.
Man. That's all you gotta do.
Hey, I want to shout out and share my gratitude with Invisalign too. Like, you're expensive, but you work. Cause like, look at that shit. I don't know if y'all go. Well, we weren't doing video at the beginning of the year for the podcast. We didn't start that till September. That was a great fun episode that we did our first video podcast when Maintain was out here, man. That was a blast.
Yeah, the one for Nipsey was hard.
Yeah, but
how many weeks now you got left? Because it's funny that you brought that up. I forgot. How many weeks you got left on Invisalign?
I'm actually done, but then my orthodontist was like, hey, we could even do a little bit more because my jaw don't fit right. So originally, like, my old orthodontist was like, we need to cut your jaw off, move it forward, add some bone, and then wire it
like
shut for 2 months. Yeah, I was like, eat a dick.
Upselling you, bro.
I was like, nah, that's not the jam. But anyway, this orthodontist, she's fantastic. She's been like moving my teeth out and like all of this. I never used to fit. So like my bite has gotten better. She's like, if we do one more round, I think I can get your bite like exactly where we want it to be. And you actually wear these all the time. So you do what you're supposed to. But anyway, shout out to Invisalign. That shit work, man.
That's what's up, bro.
Thank you,
Invisalign. See Paul Wall when you're done. You feel me?
Yeah. Have you ever had a grill?
Yes. Not a full extra grill, but I had a few.
Because I know what it's like. I've been wearing a clear grill for the entire year. So like I'd be perfectly comfortable with the grill. Like, let's go.
I just think just for asshole purposes, you should do it at least once. You feel me?
I'm with you on that.
Stash it away. You feel me? Throw it in the safe after that.
We will get this hell of year shit so popping that we'll get some grills. And I want an HY like on a couple of the teeth. Like somewhere. Man. I'll get the logo right there. Damn.
Just for the culture one time. I'm with you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, look at this. Earl was saying it's fitting that this episode is on the winter solstice. It's a symbol of rebirth.
All right, Earl.
Thank you, Earl.
Yeah. That's a good free game.
I don't know what solstice means, but it sounds cool. Isn't it the shortest day of the year? Like, isn't this like maybe that's what the winter solstice is? It's like the furthest point. Like,
you hear that shit? Motorcycles.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. It's just some motorcycles. They just caught me off guard.
Okay.
Shit was loud. Like, oh, fuck.
Shit, you got me. You're coming for me. All right, man. We'll wrap up a little bit early. Maintain. Any closing thoughts for the night, brother?
Enjoy yourself. You feel me? This is the end of the year. Think about your actions so we can get into the next year and move forward. Stay positive, man. I ain't got much to say.
I appreciate that, man. We'll be back first week of January. We're going to take next week off just to spend some time with the family, and then we'll kind of map out what it's looking like for 2023. We'll tell you about the first project that's coming in January, the first HY musical project that's coming very soon. You're going to find out about it after the first of the year. All right. So much love and thanks to you all for riding with us. And we'll see you real soon. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. All that good stuff. Enjoy your family. Enjoy every day. Do better. All that good stuff. It's all love. Hip hop is health.